Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Mac. The guys just had TJ Remick in the studio, and he made some announcements, but that's next week's episode, and you guys aren't going to hear about them if we wait until then to release it. So here's a quick one. We just wanted everybody to hear. Make sure you go check out his show.
I'm doing a show this upcoming Thursday at the Lincoln Lodge. I'm doing Brews and Bad Movies, which is it's like a live riffing. So it's me, Jonah Jerkins, and Brandon Prosek are going to be making fun of the movie Con Air live in front of a room full of people.
That sounds good, actually.
It's kind of like Mystery Theater.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Now, is this
Mystery
only
Theater.
live, or can you stream it somewhere?
I don't think this is streamable.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably not.
If I can, yeah, I don't think it would be because it's a cost ticketed kind of event. Yeah,
I got you.
It's a live.
Oh, yeah. Then they'd probably have to pay someone to
Nick Cage is going to show up.
Yeah,
right.
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage is going to show up.
First off, he's got more free time than Rick Astley, so you're going to be in way more trouble
Put
than
the
we are.
money back in the box.
Max, say hello again.
Hello?
Why do you sound like Jesus in my ears? Like you are the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life.
You're fine in my
but I can barely hear myself, and I
here we go.
Can't really hear Ted.
Turn my cans up.
I'm just saying. He's very pronounced.
Is this
I
better?
barely hear the music.
How's this?
I can barely hear the music.
I can barely hear the music.
But I am conditioned for when I hear the music. Hello, everybody, and welcome to That Checks Out with Damon and Ted. I am Ted, and that's all you need to know.
Right. You know what's not conditioned? Your hair. So anyway.
I conditioned my beard.
Yeah.
The other guys, Damon, how was your week?
It was good. What I want to do now is I want to play music through the whole episode because it got progressively louder.
So then I just go,
I realized it was still on its way up when you said that. But I had already turned it up some more.
Hey,
so
by the
then I
way,
just have to go, hello, everybody, and welcome. I just have to keep getting louder and louder.
right. Why are you yelling at me?
You want to try it again?
Yeah.
No.
No
I mean,
echo. No
there's
echo.
over 100 times of me doing it. We could just pull it from one of those, right?
So, hey, this week I have a question. You know, last week I asked about the womb thing, but that was kind of weird. This one here, this is a real question. I did read this week that we've only really been recording history for like 6,000 years. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I read on one of those awesome fact sites. Okay.
Right.
But then I got a sigh already.
Well, I don't know where you're going with this, because if you talk to some people, they're going to tell you that the Earth is only 6,000 years old. So.
Well, no, but
I'll
then
kick you out.
So then, yeah, he'll kick me out and my fridge. But anyway, wait for the
Fridge is
extras.
going first.
Wait for the extras.
Actually, I'd like to see this. So
Yeah,
keep going, Dave.
If you can keep going. But my thing is, the scientists then said that they found water that's 2 billion years old. Okay, in a Canadian mine.
Yeah.
So if you've only gone back 6,000 years, and I don't think science was probably
No, they said they only been recording history for 6,000 years.
So what? But that's recorded at 6,000
It
years.
doesn't mean they went back and went.
How would you know that it's billions of years old when you only really have 6,000 to go back on to compare it to?
Mac, do you want to listen to that checks out for the concept of carbon dating?
Yeah, and you're implying that people were writing down the age of water.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to.
I'm just saying.
You're just saying that your comprehension.
Yeah, there's a difference between
not
recording history and dating things that have been here for eons.
Okay, I just want to know what documentation they're comparing it to. That's all.
My week.
Yeah. I do have one more question though. Okay, what if I took
We shouldn't discourage him asking questions.
I learned so much.
Do you? Do you?
What's funny is that's what my son tells me all the time. When I go, I get it now. He's like, do you? Do you? So very, very bad flashback. No, but here's my question then. So what if I took and I bottled that water right now? I bet you'd have an expiration date for April. Right? If I put it in a bottle, right? That was my other thought.
It was good for 2 billion years in Canada. But as soon as it goes in the bottle, stamp April on that.
It's like that Himalayan salt when people go, look at my Himalayan salt expired. It's this old, it's a million years old.
They're like, this pink Himalayan salt is better than other salt. No, it's not. It's just more expensive salt.
Yeah.
Because I've had this regular salt in my cabinet for 12 years, and it's just fine.
It's still going.
You want to talk about the Museum of Spices? It's above where my mom's sink used to be.
Right.
Because when we moved the sink, we didn't move the spice cabinet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I remember us talking about that.
Yeah, we also didn't move the switch for the garbage disposal. So you have to have someone go like, All right, hey, can you flip the switch real quick? No, the other one. All right, turn it off. Because you can't look in the sink and hit the switch at the
I was
same
saying,
time.
you can't be in two spots.
Right.
You can't physically do it.
It's a two-man job now.
So, all right. So we agree there's nothing for them to really trace it back to. I'm probably
No,
right there.
we don't agree with that.
So,
Next week when we have a doctor in the house,
yes.
we will ask him his opinion.
Yeah. Hey, rumor has it we're going to have a third person next week. Let's
That's
see what
right.
happens.
We are going to have a return of a guest.
Yeah. So that'll be kind of
a
exciting.
fan favorite.
A fan favorite. I also this is my fan right over here. That's my favorite fan right over there.
It's not on today.
Mac, it's never on to me.
Right. I absorb fans. That's kind of weird. I
can't tell you how many times when it was right next to him, I was like, why didn't we turn the fan on? He's like, it was on the whole time.
Been on the whole time. It's quite comfortable in here.
Been on me the whole time.
it's quite
Feels
comfortable.
great.
Yeah. So, all right. So, do you want to hear about a show I watched?
Do I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to give you the name, and then you can tell me if you want to hear about it.
Okay.
Okay. I watched it
No.
with my wife. No.
The name of the show is Aya.
Yeah. No. 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 I watched it though with Chuck and my wife, and it's called MILF Manor.
I'm disturbed that you watched that with your
You
son.
sighed. You're not even by the microphone, and I heard you.
Also, I was very disturbed that your wipes were open. Please close that. They're going to dry out. So you watched the show with MILF in the title with your son and his mother.
Yeah. So let me brief premise of the show. Ladies that are our age or slightly older, okay, are on this show. Define love from younger guys, right?
Very, very tiptoeing around
Yeah.
that.
To find love from younger guys. Here's the catch: the younger guys that show up on the show are all their sons.
What network is this on again?
Oh,
it start
somebody
with
went
a
from
P?
sighing to being remotely engaged.
I think it's on Damon's closed circuit television.
No, it's got to be on. Discovery or something like that. It's got to be on something like that. But my
You're
point.
sure the initials aren't P?
Yeah, I swear. But because it's the shows. I mean, if they say bad words, they bleep everything. They don't. It's not a. I understand the word and what it brings to people's mind. I get it. But when I saw the title and I come home one day and they're already like,
So it's literally an entire show of your ma.
yeah, it really is.
Because everyone in there, their mother is there too. is what you're saying.
Correct. So what's happening is like, say one of the mothers fancies one of the other sons. Well, then the mother of that son is, for all intents and purposes, playing blocker. Okay.
Yeah.
Running block.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's driving the Trans Am.
Running a sock block.
Yeah. She's running the Trans Am. Okay. And making sure roosters don't go out to crow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what she's doing. But in reality, you would know what a Trans Am means to get that reference if you ever watched the movie, Mac. Do you ever see Smoking the Bandit yet?
No.
Okay,
no,
you're
I
dead.
have not.
You're still dead to me.
Yeah.
So anyway,
There's a giant chicken.
he just said excellent.
That's how I keep him from texting me.
My first every text I start with, you watch Smoking the Bandit? No, then I have nothing else
Look,
to say.
I hope you keep pissing off this low rent John Wick we got out here because I want to see him kick you out of here.
Yeah. You know what's weird? He's trained in some martial arts. So it's going to be quite enticing. I think it's going to be quite entertaining to you. And
Yeah, I swear we put this man in a suit,
yeah.
John Wick.
Yeah.
Gonna kick your ass right out of here.
He'll have a suit, but he'll still have a Rock Band t-shirt on underneath. No, that you can see through
It'll be
the
a
white.
suit, but I'll have the Union logo on the back of it.
Right, that's what it is. Yeah, right.
Kicking ass, $33 an hour.
So anyway, I just wanted to bring that show up because I find
How
it
does
odd.
that sit with how awkward is that to be watching that with your son and his mother?
Well, and yeah, and
So
so
keep bringing it up in that fashion.
yeah, and so then the weird thing is last time we were watching, I said, "Hey, son," I said, "something happens to Dad. You be ready to go on the show with Mom?" You know what I mean?
Now, do they ever do one of those things where they have a blind date
Yes.
where it's dark? No, I'm like those room. Like you ever had those restaurants where it's dark and the waiters and waitresses are all blind, so you can't
No.
see who you're sitting across from?
No.
Could you imagine that? You accidentally sit across from your own mother?
Well, one of the challenges was
Is not to accidentally have relations with your own mother?
all
I'm
the guys had on just shorts with no shirts, and the mom had to touch their chest and go, "That's my son." And I'm going, "Nope." I swear, this is the show they put on TV.
I mean, that's
Are
better.
you sure this was TV?
yeah.
This is better
No,
than
I watched it on the radio, Mac. Where do you think I watched it?
I'd prefer to watch it on the radio.
Internet?
This is better than if they Winnie the Pooh'd. That's my son.
Right. Yes.
That's my son.
He's only wearing a shirt.
I've
And that's the honey pot. I know what that is right there. Got it.
Oh.
You said Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
Can I not get a reference? That's his piglet? What do you want me to say? Huh? What can I go?
Oh, bother.
Oh, Christopher Robin. Oh, he laughs at that. I get a sigh at everything else. I do a really bad impression.
Yeah, because he laughs at when you do something poorly.
I only do one
I don't
voice.
know how he's not laughing all the time.
I only do one voice good. Oh, Christopher Robin.
No.
Huh? What if I did that?
No. So my week.
Yeah. How was your week?
I went to a place
Oh,
called
awesome.
Yeah, called I can't believe it's not meat.
What?
Because it was a vegan vegetarian restaurant.
Oh, no, thank you.
No, hold on, because it was the closest place to where I was working.
I
Don't.
finally agree with you.
It was it was more delicious than any had right to be. It was fantastic. In fact, I went there a couple times. The owner's mom came by because she was like, "Just hey, this is my daughter's place and everything." And she said, "How was it?" And I said, "I am so disappointed." And she looked at me like, "Oh no, like that I can't come back because I don't live anywhere near here." It was that good. But the weird part about it is this guy was like, "Hey, do you guys like hot sauce?" Because I was with a coworker, and I was like, "Yeah, all right, I like hot sauce." He's like, "Do you like barbecue sauce?" I'm like, "Yeah." Also, I'm a fan of most sauces. Where are we going with? He disappears, comes back inside with a bottle of sauce. It's called Tip 32, and he's like,
Okay.
"Yeah, no,
Go ahead. Go
His
ahead.
tagline is something to the effect of, "I don't. It's in my wallet. I don't have it, but it was like, just try the tip, and you'll want
Yeah.
the rest, or something
Yeah.
like that."
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And apparently he's the CEO. He gave me a bottle. I put it on our Instagram. You can check that out. It's very delicious. I really appreciate it. And then the next day, I'm back at the same location, not at the restaurant, but at the place I'm working. And all of a sudden, I see this truck go by with that guy's face on it, and the Tip 32 bottle on the side. I was like, "Does this guy just live around here? Does he just pop into random places on this street and just
That
start
was
handing out bottles?"
Actually, his apartment.
Yeah.
So I-
Right. He lives in Unit B. He's
Yeah,
upstairs.
Max is blind. He lives in the van.
Yeah. Well, I think what's great though is that if I owned a company like that,
Yeah.
I'd put my face on every vehicle I drove, and I'd drive around
Now,
in the vehicle.
Here's
You've
the
already
thing.
made the logo.
We,
We have it.
yeah, we have many logos. We have mentioned many times that I am lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
The fact that I had a Philly cheesesteak with vegan cheese, it was delicious. And they have one in Orland Park, so you can go there with your in-laws.
I'm good. Yeah. Yeah.
You guys have no idea what you're missing.
I'm going to a restaurant called I Can't Believe I Didn't Go There. Okay. Because that's
That's every restaurant.
yeah, that's not where I'm going.
Everyone looks at you and be like, "What, you haven't tried that place?"
Yeah.
Where's it at again?
You want to know where not to go?
The one I went to was on Wells,
Listen.
What's that?
The guy, it sounds like
It's a
he's got a
street in
great
Chicago.
thing.
Gotcha.
North Wells. I just don't get into that stuff. So I'm not going to knock it. If you say it's good, I believe you.
My options were that place, Aldi, or 4-block walk for lunch.
Well, you know me. I
I
ate
was
a lot of
just
stuff from
gonna say,
Aldi.
maybe
Yeah,
if I were in
I
that
didn't want to
neighborhood-
eat at essentially Damon's house north,
Yeah.
so I went to the vegan restaurant.
Right.
Hey, do you guys know Nicole?
Yeah. You walk in there, you're like, wait a minute. You're on that podcast with Nicole's husband.
With Nicole's husband. That checks out with Nicole's husband.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can remove him by pulling a thread.
Yeah. I'm Billy Millville. You ever met me?
Hey, John Clancy, come on out. Mr. Clancy, this is Nicole's husband's podcast partner.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Wow.
Then all of a sudden the Motino's pizza roll guy comes out and he's like, hey,
Motino's.
I don't know what pizza rolls are there. So I had to make up something close. All right. He probably also makes Mostitos chips. But anyway, no, I will take your word that it was good.
I had
It's
a
just
Philly
not-
cheesesteak one day, and I had their fake, which they were calling it the Big Mick.
Oh, really?
I didn't catch it first because it was M-I-K, and I'm like, oh, I see what
Okay.
you're doing.
First off, I want to work there as a chef. My name tag's going to say Mick, and I'm just going to stand with my hands on my hips whenever somebody orders that.
Hey-o.
The Big Mick. All right. Coming up. Here we go. So, all right. So your week wasn't bad then. You tried some new stuff. It was good.
Yes, I was local.
Now, was the hot sauce vegan too?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all vegan. Okay. And vegan is no dairy,
no animal products of any kind.
Okay. Gotcha.
So there was a vegan vegetarian, so you could get regular cheese if you wanted.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm going to see what it is. Because I've had vegan cheese before that is literally like, well,
It's just a different kind of
regret
stew.
everything. Yeah, no, it is. No, it's literally just like eating bland nothing. But no, this was really good.
It do be hitting different though. It do
No, the
be.
regular cheese do be any
It
different.
do be hitting different. Hey, a show that not a show, something I read myself when I was looking up facts this week.
You were turned very much like this is the
I'm very
most,
proud. I'm
you
very
are
proud of
ni-
this one.
You are 90 degrees to the table right now.
Yeah.
You are parallel to the table, not perpendicular.
And my hands over my chest.
I know,
I'm very proud to give this.
Mac, you can see this on your screen, right?
Yeah.
I don't look that way.
But look how turned he is. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm trying to face like forward.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is like,
Yeah. I'm getting turned.
That looks
Like,
uncomfortable.
I'm getting turned, son.
almost uncomfortable. No, sir. No, sir.
At least cross your legs, Damon, please. Why are you wearing a skirt? But anyway, no, this is what I read. This is a real thing. Now our knees are touching and you moved in.
Yeah.
It does look better when you're both, in frame.
Oh my goodness. All right. Now, what were you going to say? Something
right.
about a show?
No, this is real thing that I found.
Okay.
What's it called?
An alien abduction insurance policy.
Yeah, this is real. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now.
I believe it.
With all, you should. It's real. With all the stuff that's been going on now in the world, right? You want to be up on this. Let me read this to you. You already know.
We protect your soul and your whole.
Did you get probed? Well, I requested it and nobody did it. Anyway, you already know that home insurance, car insurance, and life insurance exist. But what about alien abduction insurance? For $19.95, you can get just that from the St. Lawrence Agency in El Monte Springs, Florida.
But
There you
wait,
go.
there's more.
Right.
Pay additional processing and handling. We'll throw in the slap chop.
The unique company has sold more than 6,000 policies to date,
Oh my God.
all for over $10 million worth of coverages. Okay. However, in order to qualify for a claim, this is where they get you. You'll have to make your way back to Earth. And not just that, you'll also need a signature of an authorized onboard alien.
This is where they get you. They have gotten 6,000 individuals to pay them $19.95, whatever is a month, year, annually. I don't know.
Yeah.
But this is the catch.
So here's the rub. Okay,
Whoa.
here's the hook. But to think, listen, because when you're in a car accident, you have to provide proof
Well,
you were in a
right.
car
Here's
accident.
the thing. You got all of that, and they're like, but did they sign it? I was in space. I didn't have a pen.
You find out alien notaries are not
Yeah.
qualified
Yeah.
to make anything legit here on
They
Earth.
wouldn't notarize it because I don't use that bank.
Yeah, weird. It's very weird. But so that's the big rub is that they'll sell it to you for $20.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you have to get abducted. You have to get brought back.
Right.
You have to have proof, and it has to be signed off on.
Because if they bring you back, what's your claim?
Right?
Like the claim should be the abduction, not the hey, I went on a little trip, they brought me back, I'm here.
Yeah.
Like what are you claiming for that?
Yeah. Lost wages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be like if your car was in an accident, but somehow there was absolutely zero damage or nothing, and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
great, good for you.
I ran over a speed bump.
Yeah.
How fast were you going? 2. But I went over it.
I was in an accident, but somehow I was in like a group of cars, but all the cars around me were accident. But I was just in the middle. Nothing hit me.
right.
All right, great. Good for you. You still owe us money for next month.
And then I got abducted. They all would have saw it, but they were busy looking at their cars. They were all in an accident.
It'd be like, if you died on the table and then they brought you back to life, and they restarted your heart and you were fine. You walked out of the hospital and everything. And you're like, so can I get some prorated life insurance for that? Because
Right. Yeah.
I was out for a good 3 minutes.
Yeah. So how does that work? You're going to give me $2 million when I die. I was dead for 4.5 minutes.
Can I get like $1.75?
Yeah.
How about a hot dog at Costco?
I was going to say,
Give me the hot dog combo.
you sound like Chris Rock. How about you get the wings and I like to grease off your fingers?
How about just for one rib? How about just for a sip?
Anyway,
another reference that clearly Mac does not get.
Yeah. So anyway, if you're looking for an alien abduction insurance policy, you would have
Who
to
offers that? What was the
St. Lawrence Agency in Altamonte Springs, Florida.
in Del Monte?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like a can of green beans.
Yeah. Are you guys the ones that put pineapple in a can?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So when the aliens try to get in your can, we give you. They just double up on the commercial.
For $20 a month, we got a plan for your can.
Wow. In a bind to protect your behind? Call us. You know?
It writes itself.
Yeah, it writes
It
itself.
writes itself.
Writes itself. I want to work for this company. I bet you they could sell 6,000 more policies if they hire us. So anyway, yeah, like I said, that's the big thing is make sure you have it in writing when you get back.
Yeah.
That's all. If you have it in writing, I'm sure they're going to pay the claim. How could they not?
Right.
Right? What if they don't write in English? Boy, that'd be odd, wouldn't it?
I do like you bring that up. Like all the science fiction movies, they go to another planet. First off, the entire planet is one climate, and everyone speaks the same language. We have a country where it's not the same climate. No one speaks the same language.
Right.
Yet a whole planet all got together. Yeah, this
Right.
is what we do.
Yes, it's kind of what we're doing right here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That sounds cool. So that might have been our first fun fact of the day, knowing that you can get an alien insurance policy. Okay. Abduction insurance policy. So let's do a couple more.
Other than you watch MILF stuff with your child
Yeah. But it's a manor. It's a big house.
It's not fun.
and his mother.
Yeah. Not my mother, my child's mother. Okay. Just
That makes it so much better. Dear Diary, I was wrong.
I need to line up my mom and grandma. We all got to have a family movie night. We're going to watch it. You're like, here you go. That's what we do. Anyway, let's do fun facts. This one here, I'm going to call BS on. If you're a woman, the scent of your husband or boyfriend can help lower your stress levels. There's no way that the smell of me lowers
Well, I think
my
they
wife's
mean your
stress
natural,
levels.
your natural like odor, not your stew.
I'm just saying, even my natural odor is like borderline stew, you know? Oh, he's got a fun facts with a check mark. Look at this.
I know. I like all of our new things that only we see.
Yeah.
Guys, let me tell you, this new logo is fantastic. You're going to love it.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
2034.
I do all of this work for nothing.
Yeah. Not true for the love of the game.
We
For the love of the game.
Tell
you what.
We asked if we could come in and just push a button.
Yeah.
Matt goes out of his way to do all this stuff, and then is like, guys, I don't know why I do this.
Why am I even trying?
I don't understand.
We don't know. You know what I'm going to do for Christmas? I'm going to get you an alien abduction policy. Okay, Mac? I'm going to get that in your name.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah. Because if anybody's going to be taken, it's him. I'm going to tell you that right now. So yeah, if they bring him back, I'm going to be like, no wonder. That's going to be his excuse for being late next week.
Yeah.
What? I was abducted by aliens.
I'm going to be like, I need to see it in writing.
I need to see it in writing. Did we cash in on the policy?
I hope you got it in triplicate because he needs one,
Yeah.
I need one, and the insurance company needs
I'm going to
one.
need to see a document that's less than 6,000 years old.
Well, if I want to compare it to something, I'm going to have to see that, Mac. Correct. Yeah.
Hey, you know, they didn't record that water when it showed up, Mac, just so you know.
Hey, the water's here. That's all right. We'll get it.
We didn't have written language back then, so that's their fault.
So you guys are on
Go
board with me
figure.
then.
No, I'm not.
So you're totally
I'm
on
not
board with what I'm
The
saying.
water
Gotcha.
delivery wasn't the first thing they
Yeah.
decided to write down.
Yeah.
The
Culligan?
The Culligan guy's here.
yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. The truck pulls up and dumps it in the mine in Canada.
No, he just sends it upside down. He needed someone else to pick up
Right.
a 5-gallon
Bloop,
jug.
bloop, 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 bloop.
Wow, you guys, you should fill up your whole bottle? That's a lot of bloops.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. We filled up the whole mine. How many bottles does that take? So anyway, it's supposed to relieve.
The same people, the
stress
6,000
levels.
year people have seen stalactites, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, those form one drop at a time.
Yeah.
Longer than 6,000 years, just so
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, I can't prove it.
No one wrote it down.
Oh, my God.
He's oh my God, you know, we've gone from size
Yeah.
to
It's amazing that years
I'm
he's
in
known you
pain.
now, and you're still astonishing him with your idiocy.
Hey, welcome to my podcast called I Can't Believe He's Not Special. Because I am.
I can't believe you haven't
I'm
met.
going to make that a new background.
It's spelled D to D. That's all it is. So anyway, let's go on.
Dead to Damon?
Yeah.
Is it D to D?
So number two for fun facts. In 1932, because there's a record of this, because it's from the last 6,000 years,
My Lord.
an Australian army went to war against emus that were destroying farmland. The army lost.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
You have
Those birds don't play.
A couple weeks ago, we had an army from Liechtenstein bring an extra guy home. These guys fought birds, and they're like, the casualties are too many, sir. We have to retreat. You know what I mean? And you're talking about in 1930. This isn't in 1432. 1932.
Yeah, it's not like they had the machine gun back then, though, as well.
Yeah, but come on. This, you know what?
Also,
I'm sure-
they didn't see like video. They just saw pictures and they thought it was like a chicken. They were like, "Yeah, we can go stop a bunch of
Yeah,
those little
that's
birds,"
what I'm
and
thinking.
got
They
there
probably
and they're
didn't
9
send an
feet
entire
tall.
battalion.
Right. Yeah.
They probably send like 4 guys and went like, uh-oh. They just watched the first guy get obliterated, and they're like, retreat, I'm out.
They got ranch grenades and barbecue sauce. What are you guys doing? I don't know. That guy's grilling. I don't know. He's grilling over here. Smells delicious.
Yeah, the bird's grilling the human.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's on a spigot. He's just turning right around. He's on a or spit. That's what they call him, right? Spit.
Yeah.
Spit.
A
Spigot is where water comes out of. Yeah.
Yeah, in the cave in Canada.
Yeah. Well, within the last 6,000 years. So anyway, here's the third one. This one I think you can relate to. There's a psychological phenomenon called the backfire effect. Familiar with this?
No.
Essentially, the more you try to convince someone that they are wrong using facts and figures, the more convinced they become that their pre-existing beliefs are correct.
This is my whole podcast existence.
So
this goes into my theory of the second person's always wrong.
yes,
Because if someone ever comes up to you and says, "Well, we can't do that," and you're like, "Well, but the other guy told me I
the other
could."
guy said I could.
The other guy's not here.
Where's the other guy?
I'm the guy who's going to be doing it.
Where's the other guy? Tell me where he
Well,
is.
they told me that. First off, who's they?
Yeah, I didn't get a name, and then you start making Mark, Mike,
Yeah, but this is an actual thing. Like people,
Mick. He's the chef over at the vegan place.
Yeah.
Mick. I don't know.
is it Big Mick? He's got 2 non-all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a non-sesame seed bun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hold the sesames. So anyway,
But yeah, this is very much
the backfire effect,
the thing
because
where-
it really is. When you argue with somebody that believes they're right, the more facts you give them.
the more they think that it's good. The more they think it's a conspiracy, or
Correct.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's called just so you know, that's what it's officially called, the backfire effect. All right, I have a fourth one today because this one really jumped out to me, and I want to read it.
Was it a Twinkie?
Yeah, that would. Do we have those?
You have a subpoena.
Really? We're going to.
I used it confidently all week.
You just like using those back to back.
Sausage.
Speaking of
That
sausage,
corner of the board is my favorite part of the board.
Speaking of sausage, serial killer Ed Kemper befriended the very police officers investigating his murders. Are you familiar with this guy?
No, okay. There's a different guy named Ed that was literally the I can't remember his last name, but he was the inspiration for Psycho, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Really?
and some other, yeah.
So this guy here, he would socialize with them at a bar called, get this, the Jury Room. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
They called him Big Ed and never suspected him. When he initially confessed, they thought he was pulling a prank.
Come on.
Hey, that guy's cool, man.
Come
We
on.
talked to him at the bar. It's like, everybody seems to be dying around you. What do you know? I don't know, man. I didn't see nobody leave.
I don't know.
Big Ed, bro.
They call me Jessica Fletcher. I don't know how it
Yeah,
works.
it's kinda weird.
Everyone's dead around me.
But these are cops that are hanging out at a bar called the Jury Room, and you're talking to the killer.
Yeah.
And when he finally says, "Hey guys, you know what?
It was me.
I did that stuff. That was me."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Get out of town, Ed! You
Come
big,
on, not Ed.
big Ed, you're pranking me."
As he's like killing one of them.
He kills one in front of him. Don't start now. We know you didn't do the other ones.
It was me.
It was me. Look, I'll show you. Show me on the waitress how you kill the other people. Ooh, we shouldn't have said that.
He literally just brings his scrapbooks. Like,
Right.
Shh. Okay, so here's murder 1.
But he's into stamping, so they're beautiful.
I didn't say it was gross.
Yeah, these are beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful stamp. He's even got like
I
colored
have-
pictures
Guys, I have 2 hobbies: scrapbooking and murder.
and murder.
Here's where they come together.
I call it scrap murder. Look at this little novel I made right here. Look at this. It's in paperback. I have a hardback edition at home. I have two loves in this entire
Well, here's the
world.
problem. This combines fact 3 and 4. He was showing them all this evidence, and
Yeah.
it was the backfire effect.
Yes.
They're like, "Come on, Ed, that's just too much evidence. It couldn't have been you."
Right.
He's like, "No, it's me. Look, it's actually me."
He's got the custom made knife he puts in his hand. He's like, look, right here. Look at that.
It fits.
Look at that. Look at that.
It fits. You cannot acquit.
Yeah. Take my glass and get some DNA off it. I'm telling you right now. Yeah.
You know this guy that's been drinking with us every time? This is victim 4. This is just a stuffed, like, I just literally taxidermied this guy. The
Yeah.
guy that you've been looking for.
Yeah.
It's him.
Yeah. It's a good thing you called me because I'm going to kill this chick today. He just points right across the bar. I'm going to kill her tonight. That's going to happen today.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Oh,
you
he's
right
just
now.
talking to the cops. You know, it was me. You know, I have a list. I have it totally planned out. Turns across. You, 4:30. Anyway, so everything is.
Yeah, she comes up. That's my 4:30. It's like he's got a whole calendar. Hey, we want you to come down to the precinct for questioning. He rolls through. I got a 7:30. Can I come in at 8?
September 22nd, in your sleep. Guys, I don't know how you can't figure out it's
Right.
me.
Yeah, he's winning all the trivia games with the wrong answers.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? We asked who was on Friends.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. They wheel in their board with the red string and everything, and he's like, "Oh no! You got that wrong. It should go from this part to that part,
Right.
and then the timeline comes down here."
He
Stop getting in our business.
he puts a picture of himself in the middle of it.
Yeah. It's just a big
Now.
question. It's just a big question mark. Like, who's the killer? And he just literally does like a selfie in front of it. Like, he puts it up. Or he just puts his just starts
Right.
just slowly slides his head into that spot.
They turn around and all the strings are coming back on him. They're all pulled off the board and they're all like over his shoulders. He's like, look, I can't be any more up front. This is what's happening, you know?
Guys, I'll be right back. And he's like sends him sends him a FaceTime thing where he's murdering someone. It is me.
He comes back out. There's a dead chick in the bathroom.
Yeah.
What? First off, she wasn't there when I got there. You know? she was covered in her own shit. There was 2 other girls and an EMT there. I walked right past.
He hands him that little manila envelope you get from Clue.
Yeah. There's a candelabra in there.
Yeah. And it's just a big, his driver's license is the last one.
And a picture of the bathroom. And then he goes, the only thing missing? The guy that did it. That's me.
I accuse me in the bathroom with this lead pipe.
Then he slams it down. Winner. He Gronk spikes it.
I didn't even take any notes. I don't need that pad.
And they're still like, would you stop messing around? We're trying to solve a crime here.
All right, I get to be Colonel Mustard next.
Yeah, right. All right. I gotta be honest with you. That was fun. I really like she's gonna die today. If you don't catch this guy, I guarantee she's dead before dinner
Oh, that's a
time.
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, guys, if you don't catch this guy that I'm telling you is me, she's dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no. Don't go away. Don't go away. You.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna need you to stay. So I've already penciled you in for 5.
Yeah.
I've already got you. What's your last name?
Wow, that is a great tip. I'm getting it back. Don't worry about it.
Right.
You guys want a tip too? Because anything you put, that's coming to me.
Right. We're going to transition into TCO Sells It For You. And I'm very proud of this one, but I will have to clean it up as I read.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this an R-rated TCO sales for you?
It would be if I read it as it was written. Okay.
This is restricted to anyone under 17. Anyone under 17 is not allowed without parental guidance.
To buy this at all. Yeah, to buy this. So here it is. It's called Badass Honda 2000 CR 500. Fast as F, $K, whatever that means.
Fisk?
Yes.
Fisk.
$2,800 in Jordanville. Now, let me read you the description.
I am already jonesing for this.
First off,
motorcycle.
let me describe this. There's a guy standing next to a motorcycle in front of a garage door giving deuces. Okay, throwing the deuces.
Yeah.
Like this thing.
I think he can't count, and he meant to do one deuce.
Yeah. I think he was doing something. Here's a description. I'm telling you right now. I know I say it every week. This might be my favorite one. I'm not lying. It says not for kids or women's body parts. You breathe on the throttle and the front wheel is up and dropping panties. Go ask your mom. She'll tell you. Okay. That's where we started.
Yeah.
I tell you where you can sell this. MILF Manor.
Yeah.
You could sell this right now to the people in that.
Conveniently, Chuck just has to turn his head left, I am assuming, and ask his mom while watching MILF.
Yeah. Is that legit, Mon? Did that really happen? All right. So
And she's just like, deuces, yo.
suggest you wear a helmet so you don't end up like Superman. I believe
He's talking about Christopher Reeve.
I believe it's Christopher Reeve.
Which happened near my sister's house, by the
Yeah.
way.
So, but I believe that's not a reference to I'm going to take off and fly like my.
No, he's not doing the Superman.
Yeah,
Because
no.
that is a BMX, like a
Correct.
motocross movie.
Correct. Yes. No, he is definitely becoming
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what he's doing. If you kick it, you better wear a riding boot or you'll break that twig you call a leg.
Wow.
Okay. So now, by talking mad smack to you, he's got you where it's like, I'm going to buy this from this guy and show him I don't have twigs for legs.
No, I'm gonna buy this, and he's gonna need to claim his alien abduction policy.
Yeah,
I'll
so-
tell you where I'm putting this bike.
So it says, yes, it's a 2-stroke. So it'll be mixing gas and slapping ass all day. Ever wonder what it's like to be Michael J. Fox? Well, look no further. This thing is going to shake your arms off. This guy has so many references that are just, first off.
First, I feel like it's personal towards me. we have name checked Superman and the star of Back to the Future.
I gotta tell you what, when I read this, I never thought that. I really love this even more right now. Okay.
I would have bought this bike to set it on fire in front of the guy.
But the whole reference is it says the bike is going to shake your arms off. So anyway, it says low on testosterone because your wife stole your dignity and sense of being a man again? Question mark?
I did not think dignity was coming out of your mouth when you said that.
Question mark, right? It says, well, this is your opportunity to go back in her purse and get your whatever's below the G.I. Joe guys back. And you should never have given up in the first place. These bikes aren't made anymore, just like women that cook and clean.
Oh, wow.
So just like those women, this beast needs to be chained up every night. That's the ad.
How much does he want for this bike?
$2,800. Doesn't say OBO. I think he's pretty firm on that because this description. First off, it's offensive on so many levels. It's not even funny.
Wait. If you find it offensive?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's offensive.
Yeah, I totally. Like I said, there's words in here that I cleaned up. Okay. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, this is the most offensive ad to sell anything. And this was on Marketplace. Oh, I'm telling you, that's where I took the picture from. No, I'm sorry. This was on Craigslist. Sorry.
Oh,
Craigslist.
Okay. Yeah.
Craigslist.
That feels more legit.
This was Craigslist. I'm sorry. So, but anyway, when that's your description, and again, it's a badass Honda 2000 CR500. Okay. Again,
I think this makes women put panties on.
Yeah. Ask your mom. Yeah. This is so poetically written in such an ignorant way. It's like, I couldn't do this if I tried.
He's probably a country music artist.
What a weird poll, but all right.
Paul, our word from last week.
Yeah, right.
I know Paul.
This guy does not.
This guy is not pulling with his bike.
This guy does not pull.
Yeah. He might be pulling wheelies, but that's the only thing he's pulling.
I just really, no, you know what? That's Wheeler Walker. I'm pretty sure that's who's
Hey,
selling
I will
that
tell
bike.
you, I do see him on TikTok and stuff. He's hysterical. Yeah.
For once, I'm lost. I have no idea what you guys are talking
Yeah.
about. And I'm happy to be here.
I was going to say, yeah, you probably are. Anyway,
Thrilled to be here.
I got to be honest with you. Wheeler Walker could sell this bike. Okay. This guy here, he cannot. I think he offended
Wheeler Walker sells it for you.
Yeah.
Ted, I'm going to play you a Wheeler Walker song when we're done.
Yeah. You'll like it. You'll never go back. All right. So now let's do TCO of the week.
TCO
Of the week. All right. So this is more of like a legal advice / am I the a-hole? All right. But I'm going to read it because I believe they are. Here's the title. Diarrhea and sensory deprivation tank. That's the title.
How are they both?
Okay.
How are they both?
So
Because
diarrhea.
if I'm sitting in diarrhea, my senses are not deprived.
First sentence says title pretty much sums it up.
Nope, does
Yeah.
not.
I paid for sensory. Huh?
False. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Watch out, man. You're going to snap that twig you call a leg. All right. So it says, I paid for a sensory deprivation tank experience, not realizing I had contracted norovirus
Oh, no.
and was about to become symptomatic.
Oh, no.
Initially, I was having a lot of weird hallucination type sensations where I chalked up to the experience. Later turned out I had 103 fever. As a guy who had 103 fever for almost a month, I can tell you see a lot of cool stuff. Okay.
Wait. I was hallucinating that I was floating in my own feces. Turns out, not everything was a hallucination.
Dream come true. Dreams come true. Anyway.
Where dreams come
So it
true.
says, yeah, he had 103 fever and somewhat fell asleep. I woke up to an awful odor and demanded to be let out of the tank. As it turned out, I had diarrhea in it. I didn't know that diarrhea is a word. But anyway, I guess if you put an apostrophe D after it, it becomes a verb. It becomes a verb.
Yeah, it's got an ED on it. I can make a verb.
So it says, this alone was a traumatizing experience, but now the facility is trying to charge me $8,000 to replace the tank as they do not feel they can safely disinfect it.
I got to be on. I mean, as a person with gastrointestinal issues, I feel for this guy because I have been in some very dicey situations. Come see my comedy. I talk about it on stage. But I also see the point of those people that once someone has wet soiled your tank,
Yeah.
you got to throw it out. Or you could try to get Wheeler Walker Jr.
to sell it for you.
on
Sell it for you.
Craigslist.
Yeah. Yeah. With those twigs you call eggs.
Because this tank is nasty as $$ K.
So the last sentence, I don't recall saying anything with some sort of, quote, diarrhea clause. Am I actually liable here?
That's true. They need to provide him a signed alien document
Correct.
that says you are not allowed to wet poop in our tank.
Yeah. Listen.
Because I imagine if you're 103, have a 103-degree fever, you're hallucinating, you probably think, I'm floating in the toilet right now.
Right. Oh, yeah. You're having all kinds of weird.
Now, I will tell you that, I don't know if you know, like when you were asleep, like your system shuts down.
Willy Wonka in the river.
Yeah. The pressure's just going to build up behind him. He's going to
snozzberry.
fire out like a bullet.
The snozzberries taste like snozzberries. But anyway, go ahead.
We are the dreamers of the dreams.
Yeah. So, but
Because I've got a golden ticket.
to literally ask, hey, I don't recall signing anything that said I can't do this.
Whoa.
Did you tell me I couldn't?
I signed a lot of stuff. Nowhere in that paperwork did it say I couldn't butt blast your tank.
Yeah, I could not diarrhea in this tank. Is that frowned upon? Because I know for next time. I know for next time. So
I've done it in a men's room airport as a woman.
Right. Couldn't get on the flight going to Key West.
Couldn't go to Key West.
Couldn't go to Key West.
Couldn't go to Key West.
So, but no, I literally $8,000. First off, I thought they'd be way more than $8,000.
Now, see, this is why. Again, come to my show. I got out of Nate's car because he probably could have made me liable if I had done it in Nate's car.
Correct. Well, was his car worth $8,000?
No, it would have been way more. It was brand new. It
Oh,
was
really?
a brand. Let me tell you, it smelled like new car. It would have not.
Yes.
It would have been totally different.
Yeah. It is tarnished. It's on the list.
But can you imagine like waking up to the smell of your own filth and then realizing that you're floating in your own filth?
You kind of, and again, I realize the fever comes into effect, but you kind of have to sense, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like
not common. It's your own brand.
Yeah.
You have there's a sense of
like a familiarity.
Familiarity. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is there's a little something familiar.
But I guarantee it. I apologize for everyone who's going to hear this next part. I guarantee that as he was waking up, he probably went.
Let's remember, we are submerged in a deprivation tank. Yeah. So anyway, if we learn anything from this ad, okay. $8,000, you could buy one for your house.
That's true.
So that's not bad.
That does seem reasonable.
It's not bad. Honest, if I had to pay the $8,000, I'd be like, you got to deliver it to my house then.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Yeah, because at this point, you've already swum in your own poop.
Yeah, I go get a $300 pressure washer, and I make sure that thing is perfect.
Hey, you know what? You've got a self-deprivation tape. You don't tell people that you pooped in it. Invite the neighbors over.
Make your money back.
I just need you to get in this real quick. I just need just. Do you hit anything? Do you get anything? Does it smell fresh?
You
and
picking
clean?
up anything? Picking up anything at all? Yeah.
Or tell them when they come out. So, did you notice any weird odors or anything? Yeah, it kind of smelled like your downstairs bathroom.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah. So there's a familiarity to you too. Gotcha.
But also that worries me that they say they can't clean it out, right? Other people lay in it. I get that they're not like not like wet soiling it, but they're putting their body in it.
There's filth in it. Yeah.
Because I can't imagine everyone has got a clean crack that is laying in that thing.
So, as a guy who owns,
I don't know where we're going with this.
As a guy who owns a hot tub, I love when people come over and they're like, hey, and they hop in a hot tub, and then and it's like, I feel like that was your bath today.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And you're like,
too gross for the hot tub.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like that was how you just got clean for the evening, Yeah. And so you're absolutely correct. I don't understand. I don't understand.
They're admitting that, we can't get fecal matter out of this thing. You know how much fecal matter goes in this thing?
Yeah. What is the joy of doing that self-deprivation? What is that? Is that you feel like you're floating? Are you in water?
I've never done it, so
I believe you're in like water or something,
Mac,
right? So
you seem to do weird things. Do you have any opinion on this?
What?
Wait, what? Nailed it.
No. Right.
Have you ever done any self-deprivation tank activities?
You mean sensory deprivation?
Yeah, I guess that's what we're talking about. Sure.
Yeah.
Have you guys been calling it self-deprivation this whole time?
No,
no,
sensory.
We've mentioned it twice, maybe.
Yeah.
No, never done it.
Have you missed this whole story where a guy took a dump in one?
I might be doing something else.
He's down in the restroom pushing stuff to see what else might flush. That's all it is.
I used it confidently all
Correct.
week.
That's exactly what he did. Yeah. You're Mac, you're killing me. God, you're killing me. Wow. You know what?
And I want you, Brian, to hear a story about a guy having diarrhea in a tank and then try to remember the name of the tank after that.
Yeah.
All I can think about is
Yeah.
the guy is floating in his own toilet.
Yeah, deprivation goes out the window. It's another
Yeah.
D word that I keep saying. That's a tank of not deprivation. So anyway,
Yeah, he self-diarrheaed himself
Defecation?
in the sensory deprivation tank.
The
Defecation
sensory
tank.
defecation.
Yeah, self-defecation tank.
yeah. So anyway, here's what we learned. You didn't sign anything, said you can't do it. Okay. It's $8,000 to fix it. And is he liable? I 150% think he's liable.
I could almost touch Mac from here.
Yeah.
We are talking out loud.
Yeah.
How does he not know what's going on in this room? That's what I don't understand. I might have been doing something else. Where?
I'm setting up buttons.
I might not
We're
have.
right here.
I might not have, but I might have.
Yeah, I possibly might be doing something else.
There's a 50-50
Maybe.
chance I was not here. Were you there? Yeah, but there's a 50-50 chance I wasn't. Yeah.
Now I totally get how you didn't know the urinal had a push button.
All
on
right.
it.
I understand. I bet you paid attention to this one. You ready? Here's our strange story for the week.
Strange stories.
Ready for the title? 32-year-old son sets his mother's house on fire after argument over Cheez-its.
Oh God. You know what? This is a theme. I think we could go back and find like how many children have done stupid things to their parents' house over
Yeah.
stupid things.
I
Over Cheez-Its.
I still remember
If Cheez-Its left this planet, like if someone went back in time and murdered the person who invented Cheez-Its and we never had Cheez-Its, this whole world wouldn't change at all.
Yeah, it
we
would.
would just be like, well, one house would still
one
be
less
standing.
arson. One less arson.
One house would still be standing. Fine. That's the only thing that'd be different. No one would miss Cheez-Its.
Yeah. And I would have bet on the Cubs to win the World Series or whatever.
However,
year they won.
Johnny Clancy wouldn't be able to make
Yeah, his off-brand.
yeah, cheese bits is probably what those are called. Cheese bits.
Weezits. All right, here we go. So it says food is a unifier, a universal common ground that has brought people together for a millennia. Sure. For a 61-year-old mother in Lithonia, Georgia, however,
Oh, this is so the old Soviet Union bloc.
is it?
Well,
Oh, okay. But it says
no, I don't know. It could be
food is
actual-
what caused her son to try to burn the
It's
house
probably
down.
actual Georgia, but
When a 32-year-old son, Jeremy Wyatt, got into a so he's almost like Wyatt Earp. He's a trendsetter right here.
what?
Yeah. He's like guilty. Got into an argument with his family about Cheez-It crackers on February 12th. He locked both her and his brother in the house to seek retribution. And then he went into a bizarre rant. Cheez-It induced quarrel, and it was yet unclear till local law enforcement explained the man was intoxicated that morning. Okay, so that morning he was intoxicated. So his real problem.
we need to get forward in the story because you've prefaced that he burned the house down,
yeah.
but now you just said he locked humans in the house.
Well, I think he did that before he burned. So he trapped. Oh, next sentence. Trapping his two family members inside the home, he walked outside, poured gasoline on the front steps, and set the fuel on fire.
Yeah, that's right. But you kind of stopped short. Where
Yeah.
you were like, wait a minute, did he murder two people? Lead with that.
We thought
Yeah.
he just burned something down. Yeah. No, it turns out
Over a snack that can be replaced by goldfish crackers.
it's Ed. He's over there. He's like,
That's what
I'm
I-
telling
yeah,
you
yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
I did this. So I smell like gas. Smell my hands. I smell like gas.
You smell like
Deprivation tank.
subpar crackers and gas. This
Good thing it wasn't Cheetos. He'd be caught, in the mix.
orange-handed.
Orange-handed. So it says, fortunately for the property, as well as the man's own mother and brother, the fire was ultimately minor and resulted in insignificant damage.
Oh well, this isn't exciting at all.
Right. So it says,
This is no MILF manner.
however, the brother trapped inside had to lift his mother down from the second-story window to guarantee her safety, and subsequently climbed out himself. First responders quickly arrived at the scene, contained the fire before tending to those in need. So he burned a porch.
No offense to your mother or my own, but I don't think I could lift my mother out of a second-story window safely. I'm just saying, like, I don't think I could, like, my mother is not capable of helping at all or landing safely from a second story. You know what I mean?
Well, the good news is if you're in the second story, gravity's on your side.
Well, no,
They're going to end up
she's
on the
going to
first
get
story.
down. I'm saying
Yeah.
though, like, I'm probably killing my mother out of a broken hip or some situation.
Right. Right.
I'm basically asking my mom at that point, how would you like to die?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, what is in the other guys? Aim
And-
for the bushes.
And
Aim for the bushes.
can we call Florida real quick and get your get money out of your alien abduction account
yeah.
while you're alive?
I'd like to draw it now. I'd like to draw it. Yeah, I'm going to sign this with like
Yeah,
a
can we borrow from that?
Yeah.
Because once you're dead, I don't have to pay that back.
Can we? I was going to say,
Can we borrow?
take a loan against it?
Can we borrow $18 off of that?
Yeah.
$20?
So it says, PD and fire responded to the domestic related incident. Once fire arrived on the scene, crews saw smoke coming from the home. They were advised there were no persons inside of the home. 2 attack lines quickly brought the fire under control. This is kind of boring now. It says Wyatt has indeed.
It was just a porch.
The title,
No one died.
Yeah, the title was like,
This
this
is kinda
is
boring.
awesome. And then all of a sudden you're like, really? This is anticlimactic. I would rather have a fever and have diarrhea in
think,
a tank.
Yeah, I think you have been clickbaited.
Yeah. So it says Wyatt has indeed been arrested for his actions and is currently facing charges of first-degree arson. That sounds like it brings some jail time. And criminal damage to property. How is he not? He locked them in the house. How is it not attempted murder of some kind?
Right.
It's first-degree arson. That makes no sense. That's if they're able to get out of the house on their own. It's first-degree arson. You trap them in there. Crazy. As a result, the 32-year-old man who set his mother's house on fire over an argument about Cheez-its will surely have to undergo both warranted wrath of his mother and in addition to his legal troubles. That's where this ends. This is absolutely garbage. The title, you know what? I want to make up a better story with the title. How is it argument over Cheez-its? I don't care how drunk you are. What stance are you taking on Cheez-its where the end result is fire? It's the only way out. Fire.
Well, that's the thing. He goes to prison and find out all they have is better cheddars. Or goldfish, and he gets super angry.
Right. Or not even, just Triscuits. They're just dry. There's no flavor.
No. They have cheese nips.
Right. Right. And they're air baked, so they don't even taste the same.
Burned down my mother's house porch
Yeah, they keep correcting them.
over this. And you don't think I'll burn down this whole prison?
Yeah. I nearly killed. You didn't nearly kill anybody. They got out. Porch was on fire. They were fine. They were fine. You know what would have been great, though, is if they said he helped. Like when the mother was coming down, he was like, I got you, you know?
Actually, we haven't determined. Maybe all she would buy is Cheez-Its, and he wanted cheese nips.
Ooh.
Which, that's not a thing I'd ever ask my mother for.
No. Even if you're
It might happen at your house.
even if you're on MILF Manor. Never.
Yeah.
Never. Hey, this was very anticlimactic. I feel like I just had diarrhea in a deprivation tank. I really do.
I mean, I feel that filthy every time I leave this room, too.
Yeah,
I was
so
trying
now you know how I feel.
I was trying to put a description to how I feel,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Diarrhea in a deprivation tank?
Yeah. When you guys leave,
Wow.
Oh, because he misses us.
When Damon leaves,
Because he misses us. He's like, I
No,
love.
because he feels like he's covered in wet liquid filth.
No, because it's warm and it's his, and we're here.
Oh, God.
It's warm and it's mine, and I'm keeping it. That's what I
Can you
think.
imagine? Hey, did this pool get warmer and browner?
Hey, it's the first time they're ever doing the couples tank. only you got a coupon. So
Have
it's
you
like,
ever seen that video on the early internet where there's 4 people like in a hot tub and this girl like stands up and you can tell that she's very much in distress, and then suddenly the entire tub turns brown?
yeah. Right.
Oh, that was like, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but my thought is
We'll put it on the Audio Hive thing.
my
Next
thought,
week we'll have Jerry's put it on Max Google search.
oh, it's not.
this is just
I'm glad
this is
he's
just
not here.
wild because in when you really stop and think about it, if they did the couples thing, and it's like the Disney line, they need a one rider, a single rider, because the guy's there by himself. So he's like,
We're looking for one. Who's got one? Who's got one? We're looking for one.
any single riders? Well, we got a group of 3. Here, come on, we'll take your extra guy.
Any single riders? Any single riders?
Oh man, you get out just like when you got up on the plane. I want my $9. You want your half of that money?
You think
back.
that's how it's written? Beyonce's in the Disney line, and they're like, any single riders? She's like, wait a minute.
I'm a single rider.
Yeah.
It writes itself. It writes itself.
Put your hand up.
I swear, I'm going to listen to lyrics. If there's the word fast pass anywhere in there, this is what's happening. But no, that's just what I picture when they're like, we got any ones? Any ones? You know, because they always hold up their finger. Ones.
We got any ones? Because you're going to get a bunch of twos.
Yeah, we got 2s.
We got twos. Deuces.
We were doing duck lips and deuces. And my duck lips are gross.
You see the guy walking out. Hey, you guys know I was in tank 4, right? Remember I was in tank 4? I was in tank 4. Tank 4. Tank 3's got a thing going on. I don't know what's happening over there. I was in 4. Yeah, remember that.
Right.
4. Remember that?
Deprivation. They're pounding.
Or maybe
out of the tank.
he reverse backfires them and tries to convince them he was in that tank. And they're like, no, you were in 4. Oh, okay. I guess you're right. I was in 4. I apologize.
Yeah.
You're still going to need to clean 3, though.
Yeah.
Throw some Cheez-its in 3. Because we need that one burned.
Light it on fire. We're gonna put old Wyatt's mom on the top of that tank. Don't worry, his brother will help her down. We're all good. See, at least we made that story fun.
This tank smells familiar. Not quite my own brand, but in the same family.
I never lights it on fire, but it sure does smell familiar.
Ain't nobody to go in that tank for 35, 45 minutes.
Right. I can't imagine. How many of them tanks do you probably have? Well, you probably have like a room with like 4 something. It's probably like a spa, right?
Yeah. We put them in a 4 spot. That's how we do it.
You know what'd be weird is if all the waters were hooked together between all of them. So it's like a lazy river, but you're in your own. And all of a sudden you're like, what am I depriving myself of?
Cleanliness, sanitation.
Why did I just get hit with corn? Where can they find us, Ted? Where can they find us? Huh? I'm waiting.
Oh,
I used it confidently all week.
You did. Oh, it's been a while.
well, you can find us at ThatChecksOut.net, all the socials of That Checks Out WTT. That Checks Out with Damon and Ted has been a TCO Productions, recorded for you at Audio Hive Podcasting Studio. Come down, talk to Brian, do your own podcast. He'd love to have you. Hopefully, you won't talk about poop in a tank.
Oh, wait, it's been done already?
Don't forget to go on our webpage, check out all our sponsors. They're all listed there. Check them out. They're still there. They still would like your business, and we would too. Go ahead and rate us on any of the social networks or any of the place you listen to your podcast. Give us a 5-star. You can say whatever you want about Damon. You can tell people I'm awesome. They already know it. For Damon, this has been Ted. That checks out.
Get on YouTube and watch our video. I'm here all week, folks.
Good. I'm going to leave you here with Matt.
You're here for about an hour.
Yeah. He's like, then you're paying for the week.
Yeah, you're lens crafters. You're here for about an hour.
Everybody's recording. I'm on a cot in the background. What are you doing? I live here now. You shut up. I'm in your podcast. We're good. Yeah.
Behind the TV.
Yeah.
Don't challenge Hammock Man.
You got the light on you.
Yeah, I'm sunbathing with your light. And they're like, it's really dark in our podcast.
Like, I paid for this space.
I paid for this.
Get out of
Hourly.
I'm splitting the rest of the proceeds with Mac. Okay, listen, you're going to pay me half of whatever we make while I'm paying for the studio.
Hey, get out of my light.
Why does the light keep changing? He's opening a fridge. When the hell did we get a fridge? Oh, it's part of what he brought in. I don't know. He brought his own stuff. BYOF.
He said a fridge was mandatory. Yeah. Go figure.
It's a deal breaker. Where's it at? It's down next to the urink. It's right in the bathroom. That's where.
Well, you just like someone walks in, you're like just soaping your pits. Occupado.
Or even worse, I'm poopy. Get out. I need an EMT.
Well, I've soiled myself.
Yeah.
I can't get on my flight.
That's last week, remember? With the girl in the next stall? We have EMTs here. What's the matter? Well, I crapped my pants and I can't get on a plane.
Oops, I crapped my pants. With colon blow.
You ever see that movie Pants on a Plane? You're not allowed, okay?
I need these MF pants. Stop getting soiled on my MF plane.
Oh, wow. And that's a wrap. Okay. Think we're good.
And you can find us at thatchecksout.net. All the socials of That Checks Out. WDT.
Hello.
Because I didn't get to say goodbye to that store on my
Hello.
life.
Hello.
Oh, were you talking?
Hello.
We can totally hear you. We just shushed each other.
It was actually time we did rickroll you.
Yeah, it was good. That was solid.